Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you.
5 things I wish I knew about men in my 20s. Number 1, complaints build over time, and if he's reached his breaking point, it means that he's been miserable for years. Take heed of the warning signs before it gets to that point. Number 2, they do things to make us happy. If we don't appreciate the effort, the well will run dry. Number 3, just because they look at another woman does not mean that they're going to act on it. Number 4, they might work a little bit too much, but in the back of their mind, they're thinking about the life that they're building for the both of you. And number 5, they share their opinions and their advice because they want to help solve and fix your problems. If they're not sharing their opinions with you, that means that they don't really care.
We'll say this all day, every day. Men are way more attracted to women who give them peace than they are to beauty, money, fame, status, anything. Let me explain. And listen, I know the majority of the people that follow me are women, and some of you might get a little bit offended by this, but it's just the honest fucking truth. A lot of women use the "we don't care what men want, we're gonna be who we are, and we're gonna talk about our feelings," whatever. You can say whatever you want, but then you can also wonder why you're not in a relationship you want to be in, or why you always pick the assholes, how all of your exes are toxic, but you refuse to look at the way that you act, or the men that you're picking. Because some of you bitches be crazy, okay? I read my DMs. I know how it really goes. I will tell you that men will be attracted to having a peaceful woman over having a beautiful woman. Quit trying to be beautiful. Just be a peaceful fucking place. Let them be honest with you. Let them play their fucking video games. Let them go out with their boys. I just feel like women want to control shit all the time. They just want to control, control, control. And men feel fucking confined. Like they feel like they're in a straitjacket all the goddamn time. And then you wonder why they're uncomfortable. They start going behind your back or doing weird shit. Because women refuse to look at this part of themselves too. Sometimes you bitches be crazy. And it's okay because we're working on it. But listen, you have to hear it sometimes. Because just try this, women. He wants to go out on a Saturday night with his boys to the bar. You just go, "I hope you have so much fun. Babe, you look so good. Go out, have so much fun." Make it stress-free for him. Watch how fast he fucking comes back. That's what, he's gonna go out with his boys and he's gonna be like, "Damn, my girl made me feel real good. I just want to get back to her." Men love peaceful women. They just do. They're attracted to peace. And they can find someone that can finally just be peaceful for them, and it's not just someone nagging and bitching at them all the goddamn time. Yeah, they're gonna want to stick around. I know men have their faults, and they're kind of pieces of shit sometimes. This is just a video for the women to tell you that you're kind of pieces of shit sometimes also. Okay? Listen. We're all faulty. You know I fucking love you.
Like, what do you do for your man?
Okay, yeah, so obviously, like I said, I cook and clean, do the laundry, that's pretty the typical stuff. But kind of like what you said, you want to make your house like a safe place for your husband to come home to and just make him comfortable and serve him. So every morning and every night, I literally massage him until he goes to bed. So every night, I put my daughter to bed and then I massage my husband to sleep and then I go to sleep. And that's what I do because he wakes up and he works hard to provide for the family. So my job is to make sure that he gets to sleep and has a good night's rest. So that's something I do. I fully trust him. That's a lesson that I've had to learn because sometimes I've always had a strong personality and there's been times where I doubt his decision and I've had to learn the hard way that no, you need to trust your husband. And once I do and I fully trust him, I always realize, wow, he knows what's best for us. That's something that men are really looking for in a woman is someone that can just fully trust them, just be led by them. You want a man that's a leader and that's what he truly is. And there's other stuff too, but yeah.
You know, one thing that drives me absolutely crazy is when I'm having a conversation with somebody and they're like, "Hey, let's go do these things on these dates." And I say, "Cool, sounds good. Let me have a conversation with my fiance and I'll keep you posted." And immediately they're like, "You have to ask him for permission. Does he own you?" First of all, let's not be childish. Second of all, when you are in a relationship, the decisions you make affect your partner. It's called consideration, respect, and maturity. So low-key in the back of my head, I am thinking, oh my gosh, this is why you're single. Because why in the world do you automatically go to ownership when you consider your partner and the decisions you make?
Makes sense.
I'm telling you right now, if this man decided one day, "Hey, I'm going to go to Cali for a week," and he does not tell me until he is in California, baby, we will have major issues.
Right.
Because ain't no way in this freaking world that we do not make these decisions together. This is my teammate, my partner. Not to mention, this man bought this house. He pays my bills. He's more than likely sending me money on the trip that you are trying to take with me. I do not want to be single with you. I am quite literally spoiled and I love it here. So don't play these games with me. You can keep that to yourself. Thank you.
Why is it that we as women have this radar, this intellect, this intuition of when our man is sneaking or cheating or being shysty? But you ain't got no intuition for when your man is unhappy or dissatisfied or going through some I don't get it. Women are selfish as men constantly have to put their feelings on the back burner or suppress things or keep it pee to satisfy you, love. Why can't you equally do that for your man? It could be a woman's world, but it should be your man's world as well, babe. The same way you want your partner to be able to sense when something is off within your space or your energy or a vibe, you mad, you irritated, you sad. You should be capable of doing the same thing. Y'all can't read the room because you don't care to. That's why all these relationships are up, because you think cool and he unhappy as hell.
Yesterday, my husband asked me if I wanted to go to Walmart, and I said, no, honey, I'm so tired, I just want to relax today. And he kind of put his head down and said, well, all right, well, I'll see you when I get back, and I love you. I waited a good 10 minutes, and I know dang well he just wanted to be with me. And I called him, and I said, honey, I think I do need something from Walmart. No, and I didn't. I said, how far are you? And he said, only about 10 minutes. You want me to pick you back up? And I said, please do. And I walked outside, and I stood in the driveway waiting on my husband to come and get me, just like we did when we first got together. And seeing that smile on his face, I knew I'd made the right call, literally. See, with my husband, it's about quality time. And although I get exhausted from day to day, I know my husband needs that from me. And I don't ever want to miss an opportunity going to Walmart with him, even if it's just to Walmart, because one day I'm going to miss that. You know, it's about communication and listening about what the other person needs from you. And he needed me yesterday, and I had to give myself to him. That's my marriage for you.
If you want to be treated like a queen, treat your man like a king. It's really that simple. Example, my man is coming back from a week-long work trip. I'm on my way to the airport right now to pick him up in his truck that I got detailed for him, with also flowers, breakfast, and coffee. It is really that simple. It is the little things that count. On top of loving them, respecting them, sleeping with them, treat your man like a king, you'll get treated like a queen. He'll forever love you. He'll forever respect you. He won't cheat on you. Wow.
This is what men want. And I know that a lot of women have a hard time hearing this because they always want the man to be doing more for her than she is for him. Because that power dynamic feels safe. But ladies, this is how as a woman, you can get what you want. If you're willing to reciprocate and sometimes give first, because somebody has to go first. If you can do this, you're going to stand out from most women today. Trust me.
What's the kindest thing someone has ever done for you? My biological father walked out on my mom when I was less than 1 year old. My mom worked full-time at a pizza place and met a guy named Scott who also worked there. Scott asked my mom out on a date and she told him no, because she was 21 years old with 2 children, ages 3 and 1, and Scott was a 20-year-old single guy who wouldn't want to deal with that baggage. However, Scott persisted. After a while, my mom gave in and they went on their date. On the way home, Scott's car ended up getting T-boned by a drunk driver and my mom broke her collarbone. Scott felt terrible and insisted on taking care of my mom and helping her take care of us. I'm pretty sure he never left our side after that. Fast forward to now. I'm 29 years old with a younger sister and brother and the absolute best father in the entire world. Scott has done everything in the world for me. Raised me, played with me, supported me financially, supported me emotionally, taught me, fed me, clothed me, cried with me, laughed with me, cheered for me, paid for my college, paid for my wedding, but most importantly, he loved me. He never had to do any of those things. He didn't have to be my father, but he chose to, and that's the kindest thing anyone has ever done for me.
Please hit the like and subscribe.